welcome renowned author, expert on voter integrity, Wall Street Journal columnist, and Fox News Channel contributor, Mr. John Fund.
Thank you. Don't worry, I'm acutely aware of the fact that I'm one of the few people left standing between you and lunch. I also want to thank all of you for coming here. I suspect many of you either read the Wall Street Journal or watch Fox News. Well, it's the least I could do to come and thank you for helping to pay my salary. I grew up in Sacramento, California, the state capital, and when I was in junior high school and high school, I had several opportunities to meet Ronald Reagan when he was both governor and a former governor. And I'm going to share something that I've learned from Reagan's former aides. You know, we have been this way before, and Ronald Reagan guided us on the path to victory before, and his inspiration can guide us on the victory path now. In 1977, the country was in a horrible mess. Watergate and in recession had led to Jimmy Carter being elected president, Democrats having 2-to-1 majorities in both houses of Congress. It was a bleak time. Ronald Reagan addressed his former aides and advisors, and he said, "Be of good cheer." He quoted the Scottish poet Dryden, "Oh, but I am beaten, but I'm not slain. I shall lay down and bleed a while, and then I shall rise and fight again." And he said, "Let me tell you why conservatives should be of good cheer. Liberals only win when two things happen. One, conservatives forget their principles, and two, liberals campaign as moderates and convince people they should be trusted with power." Well, Jimmy Carter, he said, campaign as a moderate, but I guarantee you he will not govern as one. He will govern from the left, because the people in his party who pay the bills and the unions and the congressional leadership he has will not let him be anything other than a liberal. And he was right. But Reagan said, then let me tell you what will happen. If he governs as a liberal, he will fail, because that's what happens when you try liberal ideas. And if you try liberal ideas and you fail, people will notice. They may even protest. They may even come up and show up at rallies. And if they do, they will get angry, they will get upset, they will get determined, and there will be a political counter-reaction. And he told conservatives, if you return to first principles, if you go back to the Constitution, if you learn from your mistakes, you will have a chance to have a conversation with the American people again, and you will be able to ask them for your vote. And sure enough, Jimmy Carter brought us interest rates of 21%, inflation of 12%, the Soviet Union on the march, the gas crisis, gas lines, remember gas lines? And he brought us an economy on the teetering on the brink of collapse. And then Ronald Reagan came and changed America. Flash forward 16 years. Flash forward 16 years. It's 1993. Ronald Reagan had not yet succumbed to Alzheimer's. He had one last reunion with his staff, and he said, we've been this way before. We made mistakes with the first President Bush, and here Bill Clinton campaigned as a moderate, end welfare as we know it. He got elected, but he will not govern as a moderate. He'll govern from the left, because his congressional leadership of the unions won't have it any other way. Also Hillary, of course. And he said, if he governs from the left, people will react against him. Sure enough, all of the social policies, the largest tax increase in American history, Hillary Care, and there was the 1994 Republican Revolution. There was the reaction against that. Well, let's see, 16 years from 77 to 93. Take 16 years from 93, you end up in 2009, and you got us Barack Obama, who campaigned as a moderate, but do we know now, is he governing as a liberal? You better believe it. Has there been a reaction against him because his policies have failed? You better believe it. And you're showing up just as you and your fathers and mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers showed up in 1977 and beat back Jimmy Carter and elected Ronald Reagan. And then you did it again in 1993. You should not despair. As far as I'm concerned, this is the third in a series of mistakes that occasionally we make in America because we have short memory spans. We elect a Democratic liberal Congress and a Democratic president at the same time. But I am telling you, you know from history you won in 1977 with Jimmy Carter. You know from history that you won in 1993 with Bill Clinton. As far as I'm concerned, you've won the first 2 out of 3 rounds. If you can win in 1977, and you can win in 1993, before talk radio, before the new media, before Fox News, before the ability that you all have now to integrate and get together and coalesce, you can certainly win now. As far as I'm concerned, we make 2010 the third great victory over liberalism, and when we beat back socialism, and we can win, we will win, we've done it before, this, the third time, will be the charm.